This was the primary reason for buying it, was to get the V3. Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. I wanted to just give another follow-up video about some ARRMA Kraton upgrades. So I got some V3 parts here because my Kraton is a V2. I'm going to do some strategic upgrades that'll make this basically a version 2.5. The only thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do the 4mm shock shafts, but I'll try and do most of the other things to get it up to almost V3 levels. Where are my scissors? Been long enough now that I kind of forget what I ordered. But so, let's see here. We'll get this cut open. And we'll see what we got. Yeah. So there's a whole set of steering Bellcranks, which is cool because it even comes with like the spring and the servo saver. And, I can take it out and show you. So I bought this because I think that after racing a whole season with my ARRMA Typhon, I'm pretty sure that I did screw up the steering. This bar might be bent because I got thinking, why is my steering, why did it shift or why does it feel weird? And I think that I've probably torqued that bar. So I thought, whatever, this was like $9 or something. This is the whole everything, the Bellcranks, the bearings, the servo saver, the Anchorman plate, and yeah, this is actually from a Typhon because it has the front body mount. Oh, also, I get the aluminum servo horn, 25 tooth aluminum servo horn. Great. So that's why these part out places are cool. So that was the first thing. What's the next thing? This is heavy. So this is a V3 diff from a Typhon. Or is it? Yeah, it's a Typhon because it's straight cut, not spiral cut. But it's the V3 because it has all the webbing. So this has all of the webbing in the Bellcranks, which is cool. And anyway, this is a whole set. So I've got front and rear bulkhead, I've got all the outdrives, and I've got a full differential. And this would have come out of a brand new truck or car, never ever been used. So it's essentially brand new and perfect and ready to go. I was thinking that because I am racing my Typhon, I'm on the stronger bulkhead whenever I need to fix it. As well as this gives me a whole new fresh rebuilt diff as well. Now this is my full set of running gear from a Senton, I believe. Do that one last because it has a lot of stuff. This was an interesting one. I thought, why not? So this was the every single screw, because when you buy these parts or the Bellcranks and stuff, you get no screws. So as part of the part out process, this is every single screw and nut and bolt that comes out of one of these vehicles. And this was from a Senton. So I've got every single thing, as well as all these chassis are the same between Typhon, Senton, Kraton, all that stuff. So now I have a whole whack load of screws of all different sizes and types. So that's awesome. As well as I got the toolkit too, which that's kind of a bonus. I didn't know that you get that with it. So now I have yet another one of those wrenches. Alright, so here's my order. Typhon steering Bellcrank, Typhon differential. It's the 43 tooth straight cut, also out of a Senton. The Senton screws and nuts, which also works for Typhon, Kraton, all of them. And then I got the full set of Senton side guards, battery receiver, tray, sway bars, hinge pins, everything. So that's this one. That's this. This is why I put the order in, is so that I would get all of this stuff. So let me just set this stuff aside for a second. Now this is where a lot of the V3 goodies come in. And the only reason I bought the Senton is because it was the only one that was in stock. So that gives me another receiver box. What is that? Oh, that's the nut guards. That's the new top. This is definitely from a V3, so those are the new nut guards. So I can put that on my Typhon. Here guards. So if I want to put those on, they sit up a little bit higher because they're from a Senton. So they have the bumper guards as well. This was the primary reason for buying it, was to get the V3 style, Outcast style battery tray, which I've always wanted and wanted to try it and see, is it really all it's cracked up to be? Because people rave about this thing, and I wasn't sure how much better is it. As well as, this is the cage from the Senton. right? So it's a much bigger body or a much bigger cage. So if I wanted to put a bigger, wider body on this, now I have a cage for that. Just random cool stuff. Here's the upper center cage that holds that up. The other side guard. New hinge pins, that's another thing. This is a common part that you might break, would be a hinge pin. That's the pin that holds in between the arms. So now I've got a full set of those, as well as the plates, front and rear. This was what, $15 or something stupidly cheap? All the shock pistons. Ooh, the new V3 servo mount. That has a bit more plastic around it because it's the V3. The higher dirt cards. The V3 receiver box, which is a lot bigger than the old one, and just gives me more room for if I want to put in a bigger receiver. And you do need to run like that. It has the mount, and that's how this mounts up, is just like this. Yeah, something like that. It mounts up onto the V3 battery tray. And then some other random bits. I don't know what that is. That's a weird part. Here's a piece that goes inside the receiver box. Where'd that go? Yeah, just like that. And I think the receiver clips onto it. This is the ESC tray. I don't know what those are. Random bushings. Servo shim. Cool. Good stuff. Stuff that I'll randomly use, but some stuff I'll never use, but worth it. What's this? Antenna tube. Truck body mounts. That's why I went for the Senton, is because I was like, oh cool, and you got the wider body mounts if I ever want to run, you know, a wider style chassis on something, or if I want to convert my Typhon to a truck. Now I have almost everything to do it. I've got the roll cage, I've got the everything. The only thing I don't have is the bumpers, which, you know, I'll only buy those if I ever need to. Here, let me just show you how the V3 battery box works, because it's new to me as well. So for comparison's sake, there is the old battery box, and here's the new one. It has quite a bit taller sides on it, which protects it from that gear, because this gear is right up against the battery, and you know, one hard hit and then you've got a spur gear chewing into your battery. So it's nice that has a higher side on it. It has these little retainer clips here. That's for putting your balance lead in. Here, let me show you. Yeah, so it'd be something like this, and then you can just tie that down. The front is now captured, so that's where it makes it a little bit better. And then to stop it from sliding back and forth, that's this adjustment, which is probably really long. Yeah, I've heard that this one is extra long. Yeah, there you go. And then you can just zip that down like that. You've got a cable management thing right here, so that's for your battery leads so that you can have them clipped. As well as then this here is designed to hold your balance leads. But for a 6S, oh yeah, it does work. Yeah, okay. That's designed to tuck down and keep your balance leads out of the way. So yeah, so you slide that down like that, and then you clip like that, and then now your balance lead won't get caught up into anything. It just has nicer cable management. Chassis stayed the same for how this mounts in. The other thing I might be missing is, where is the bracket for the... I don't have a bracket anymore. That was an old thing. So under this one there's a bracket that lifts it up. This one looks like it just mounts right onto the chassis. So yeah, because it's got longer standoffs. Not going to show that in this video. I just wanted to show you this stuff that I got. If you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate your subscription if you're not a subscriber already. Also, if you want to know when I upload new videos, hit that notification bell. All right, thanks for watching.